guys, what's up? This is Alrence, a licensed real estate sales agent in New York City. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm here to shed some light to what is the stimulus or the CARES Act and what's New York on pause and how it is affecting all of us here in the city. During this global coronavirus crisis, many Americans are facing unprecedented difficulties due to business closures and economic uncertainties. To help alleviate some of the financial burden, Congress just passed the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security, or the CARES Act. The 2 trillion economic stimulus legislation is now helping many Americans, and I believe lots of you received it already. And I wanted to share some of the measures that might directly affect you or your loved ones. Your payment from the federal stimulus package will depend on your income. So, for single adults with unadjusted gross income of $75,000 or less, you will get $1,200. For married couples with no children earning $150,000 or less, you will receive a total of $2,400. And if you fall on the category of taxpayers filing as head of household, you will get $1,200 if you earn $112,500 or less, and for every qualifying child you have under the age of 16, the payment will be an additional $500. Above those income figures, the payment decreases on a sliding scale until it stops for single people earning $99,000 or for married couples who have no children and earns $198,000. Now, let's go to individuals receiving unemployment assistance. These individuals will be given an additional $600 a week from the federal government. This additional amount will continue for 4 months. The unemployment assistance period will also be extended for an additional 13 weeks, both for new filers and existing recipients. And for small businesses, $350 billion of this stimulus bill will be dedicated to supporting small businesses affected by the pandemic. This will be in the form of emergency grants, 6 months of relief for existing loans, and a forgivable loan program. In addition to these measures, the CARES Act will also provide assistance to public health institutions, food security programs, large corporations, which of course will have to pay the government back, and state and local governments. Let's go now to New York City on pause. What is it? The New York pause took effect as of March 22 and is still ongoing right now, which aims to slow down the spread of coronavirus through a series of strict measures. The order will remain in place for at least the next few weeks and possibly longer. Referring to pause, Governor Cuomo said that these are not helpful hints. These provisions will be strictly enforced. So here's what you need to know about the 10-point policy that's been happening right now. In an effort to avoid gatherings and ensure as many people as possible stay home, non-essential businesses will be closed. Essential businesses and services that will remain open includes grocery stores, pharmacies, healthcare providers, public transits, banks, mail and shipping services, cleaning and maintenance services, restaurants and bars for takeout and delivery only, liquor and wine stores, and human service provider like food banks and shelters. Following earlier closings of gathering places like movie theaters, event venues, gyms, and salons, this mandate temporarily bans gatherings of any size for any non-essential reason. This means postponing any parties or events, even in private spaces. In this time of social distancing and isolating, it might be tempting to invite close friends to dinner or see family members outside of your household. This kind of gathering accelerates the spread of the virus and is in direct violation of the pause. Instead, enjoy your time at home with other activities that doesn't need to have a lot of interactions. Any concentration of individuals outside their home is limited to essential service workers. Not only are these the only types of gatherings allowed, but essential service workers are also expected to practice social distancing while performing their jobs. When in public, individuals must practice social distancing of at least 6 feet. It's vital that you keep at least 6 feet of distance between you and other individuals when you are outside, whether you're on a walk, run at the grocery store, or picking up takeout. Entities that provide essential services must facilitate social distancing. Essential businesses and services will be expected to implement social distancing rules so that their employees remain safe. Individuals should limit outdoor activities to non-contact activities. You are still welcome to take walks, jog or run, and do other non-contact recreational activities outside. But it's crucial that you keep a safe distance away from others and avoid touching objects. Once you get home, make sure to wash your hands properly, change clothes, and disinfect any objects you brought in. Individuals should limit the use of public transportation. While public transportation is an essential service and will continue to operate, you are urged to use it only when absolutely necessary. Additionally, a sick individual should only leave their home to receive medical care after a telehealth session or calling a medical professional to determine whether leaving home is in their best interest. If you are in a household with a sick individual, please keep your distance and be especially mindful of social distancing if you have to go out in public. Young people should also practice social distancing. It's vital that young people self-isolate whenever possible and also practice social distancing at home and in public. Whether or not they have any symptoms of coronavirus, this segment of the population is likely to spread the virus to others, including to those who are most vulnerable. Use precautionary sanitizer practices. Washing your hands according to CDC guideline is the best way to protect yourself. In addition to this, you can use hand sanitizer when washing your hands. A 90-day moratorium on residential and commercial evictions is now in place, joining an existing statewide freeze on mortgage payments. Given the current shortage of PPE for medical professionals, gloves, masks, and gowns, Governor is asking PPE provider to sell products to the state. He is also encouraging any company with appropriate equipment and personnel, like clothing designs for example, to begin manufacturing PPE products. The state will provide funding to businesses that are able to do so. Additionally, if you as an individual have masks or gloves that you do not need, consider donating them to a local hospital or clinic. So there you have it. I hope this content will be helpful to all of you. And thanks to my company Halstead for all these informations. Please let me know if you have any question in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit subscribe button at the end for more informational real estate videos.